Mr. Dragon here. In this video I will teach you how to find hacks in war robots using pointers and dump.cs. First of all, I will show you like a small example. There were a lot of requests regarding speed hack, but like not the entire game, but just of one single robot, like the walking speed. So what I actually used to do to find something regarding those robots. So I like here we have our robot named like this tier, and here you can see that it heals as like 47,000. So what I did is basically yeah. So I have the 64-bit. Let me just click on that. I put my region anonymous, and so I searched the hilt. Of course, like it would be obvious that if you change the hill, that this will probably not do anything on the game. But the main point is actually, the main objective is actually to find the name, the string name, and perhaps work out from there what can be done. So yeah, I have here value 47,000. I changed like 10 results. Here you can see 10 results. I changed to 0, and now I need to go back and press again the robot. It's still 47,000, so it was not from the values that I just changed, so I removed them. You always press revert and remove, and then I try like 5 other results because I have 10 results left in total. Change to 0, go back, press again the robot. Okay, so now the value is 0 of the hilt, so I know it's one of those. I can remove all the rest. I just did revert remove, so you will see everything is now 47,000. So you will see that if I go back and press the robot, it's back 47,000. So let's now slowly try again. 0. Okay, still 47,000. So it's none of these. It's one of the two, so I can just change one of them to 0. Still 47,000. So it's the other one. This is the value. So I can remove the other one, this one. So I know that this is my hilt value. So if I go to the address, you see a lot of values here, like 143. Some actually I should enable double. You see like some double values, 0.86. Here you have other dwarf values. Then we have a pointer here. You can see that this is a pointer because the value, if I for example just put hex, let me just enable hex import. If you see that this is purple, you can see that the value, the hex value, is equal to address and memory. Okay, so if you long press it, then you have this option to go to its pointer. You can see that the pointer is an address. You press on it, and here we are now at that address. Here you see the address. Here you can see it in green, the address. And now let's enable like the futures again. I always use those 3. And since it's 64-bit, I use quartet as well. So we go down, and here you see like a string name. You can see like the string name, which is the same string. Well, it's the same name as my robot, this tier. So yeah, you can see if you copy it, this tier, and then slash v. V is actually v1 here. This tier v1. We don't really know what it means, but it could be like, most likely it's just a string ID, basically. So we go back to the previous page. This was the pointer. So it probably means that this was like some string ID, you know, but like represented by a pointer. So most of the time strings IDs are not won't point you like to the right class of like. With class I mean like every value you see here is something, you know, it's something of that robot, but we don't know what it means. We know that this value here, this one is our hilt. We can write it here. We know it's our hilt because we confirm that by changing the value here to 0 each time. So we need to kind of figure out what those other values are so that we can apply the right modification. We don't even know the data type, if they are in dwort or bools or floats or doubles. We can't confirm them, but we know that this is actually a string ID. So let me save that. Actually, it's not reasonable for me to save that, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. String ID, let's just call it like that. Later we can figure out what it really is, but so we have to continue. Here we have a new pointer. We go to that pointer. This could be like the actual class. Yeah, so okay, so you can see here we have a class, typical structure. Two pointers here, usually in yellow, can be purple sometimes, which will lead you like to the class name. So you select the first one, go to pointer, and here we have a name, mash battle balance message level. Okay, so that's the name of the class. Do like this. Yeah, mash battle balance. Yeah, mash battle balance message level. Quite long class. So we're gonna keep that. We're gonna copy that so that we can find it back later. Okay. Go back to the previous page. Okay, fascinating. Here we have this value. It's like the TypeDefIndex, so we can save it, because what this does is this helps us so that when we have a dump, because I will show you guys how to dump this game, so that you can find all the classes. That's how you find hacks. Okay, that's how you find them. So this we can use when we have the dump as reference to directly find the class. All right, makes it so much easier for us. We don't need to struggle looking for a string or anything. We just can use this. So yeah, we kind of have all the information we need. Let me show you like something. If remember, so yeah, so this was our pointer here, and those were like the strings, right? So if we would pointer search this, we need to use CA now. Sorry, A, my bad, we are already in CA. So you have to like pointer search this, and we get like 2,550 results, alright? But this is good because this means that each robot of any level has the same like structure, is using the same class. So let's say that remember here a string ID, and this was the pointer, alright? This was like the pointer we used to point to our class. Let me just go with class. So from here we can like do, from this address we can do offset calculations. So for example, offset is like the distance like from one address to another. So for example, if you select the class and then hilt and you do like offset, then 48 hex is the distance. So we can easily see that let me just put TypeDefIndex as a type definition index. Let's go like that. We can see that our hilt is 47,000, but let's do something more specific, like more easy to notice. So we can see that we have a double value here. Let's save that double value. Let's save the double value. Here we go. So the distance between the class and that double value is 30. So now let's apply that logic to everything here. All the results here, we will select them and do an offset calculation of 30. Okay, and we will see if everything is the same. So I'm just gonna remove the rest here because we don't really need it. So we can remove it. We keep this just to show example. we save it. Okay, so we saved all the results. Here, I'm not sure if we will find a selected value. It's gonna be hard with all those results, but it's more easy for us basically to notice. Let's see. And otherwise I will have to remove them or something. We'll find them here. Yeah, kind of seem pointless like to try scan through it. So we do invert selection. Let me just confirm how many we selected. Yeah, so it's good. We selected like 2000. So yeah, so we do the same offset calculation. You press on this button and you do offset 30. That's where our double was. You change data type double, and there you see. So you see all those double values. It's a value for a robot. Here we go. So it's a value for a robot. We just don't know really which one it is, what it does. But maybe if we go in a game, we know that this will change something. So we can remove all this now. Now we're gonna make a dump of this game and see what is what. And just let me show you. That's fine. So I'm gonna show you how which files you need. So we need the libel to CPP file. Here the libel to CPP so far. But we don't need to dump it with gameguardian. We can just search it in the folders. You can see that the name of the folder is com.pixonic, but we are a whole long text with it. So yeah, let's go. It's in the data app folder, so it will be quite easy, because we will search for this TypeDefIndex here, 7719, and this class here. We want to have this one, match battle balance message level. This is the class we want to find in our dump.cs. So I use the RS file manager. Here we go. Like, just restart. It's quite efficient. The only problem is that you could get a lot of ads. Is the most annoying thing. But yeah. So first, let's get our libel to cpp.so file. So you go here, then you press on the slash. You go to data. Sometimes the quick way isn't always the quick way. These functions. Here it is, com.pixonic. Then you press lib on 64, and here we have our libel to cpp. You copy it. You place it in storage because we need to connect our device with the computer afterwards. So yeah, you make a folder called war robots or something. Yeah, so I made one here, war robot dump. I already had it, but you know, just do it for the tutorial. Then you remove it. Okay, so you paste it here. You paste the libel to cpp. Now let's search for a metadata. It's the same folder, just different direction. Well, not the same folder really. So you go to Android data, and then you search again com.pixel, the war robot folder. Here you go. Yeah, so here com.pixonic.hero, then files, and then L2CPP, metadata, and here you have your global metadata. You copy and place in the same folder. Here we have our war robot dump folder, and you paste it. Now we have everything we need for make the dump. Let's go to the computer. The tool you need is a L2CPP inspector. I will leave a link in the description below how to install it. and yeah, it will come with it. Then you just have to follow what's happening on the computer. So yeah, guys, you are now connected with the computer. So you need to make a folder. Just make a folder somewhere where you're gonna pass like all the dump files. So I'm just gonna make a folder for the game called robots. Will be enough. I just don't forget you need L2CPP dumper. I'm just gonna take one from here from my previous dump. I just copy this. Then robots, I paste it here. Then I just extract here. Okay, so it's extracted, and our folder robots. Now I need let me check. I need to copy the files from the phone. We called it war robots dump. Yeah, here we go, war robot dump. We copy both of them. Copy, I can just drag them. It's all the same. Okay, so now both files, global metadata and libl2cpp, are in the same folder with the l2cpp dumper. You just open l2cpp dumper, and now you first need to choose your l2cpp binary file. Let's go decompile robots, and here we have our libl2cpp file. So just double press. Now it will show the global metadata from the same folder. Just make sure that you are in the same folder. Just select it, and it will do the dump automatically. This stuff usually don't take too long, maybe max a minute. You know, just let it do its thing, and after you can just close it. This will be the most efficient way for us, I guess, for find our Hexian war robots, because it's just more easy to read those strings. So yeah, I can close it. Then you open the dump.cs with Notepad or any like text editor, can be anything. So yeah, here you see a bunch of classes. See, so yeah, those are all classes. So yeah, let's go back to our phone for a moment. So we know that the type-defined index was 7719. So all we have to do is search in this dump file, in this dump.cs 7719. Well, type-defined index 7719. So you enable the search function. You can do from the options or ctr plus F. So yeah, just here. Let's see. Type definition index. That's all you need, and then its name 7719. Then search. Here we go. So we have here you can see our class magic battle balance message level type defined index 7719, and we have our pointer. So all we have to do now is basically just do the calculations of the field. Only thing that matters now is the field. You see here offset 10 hex, 18, 20, 28, 30, 38, 40, 48, 50, 60. But we want, for example, speed. So all we need to do is, for example, double speed scale. Well, it could be speed scale or speed scale HD. Let's check it out. So we select our pointer and then make a copy. And let's start from 1 to all the way down. So on offset 10, we have our ID 10, and it's just a string, but it's a pointer, so we can do in quart since it's 64-bit, and this is called string
ID. Okay, now the next one, because yeah, you remember when we went to pointer, you have here destroyer v1 and Lua. Okay, so we go back. We don't have to go to the address, we can just do from here a new one. And so on 18 you have level, so 18 to make a copy. Since it's not a pointer, you can do level, or level is 2, and it also makes sense. You can see our robot level is 2, destroyer level 2, so kind of shows already something that we are on the right track, and we can just continue this process. Rank is on offset 20. We go make a copy, Word, rank, then display level 28. Change the name, level. So remember, this is for all the robots then. Now we use destroyer as example, but since we had all those results showing every robot from every level, we're gonna be fine. So offset 30 and double, because it says double. It's called speed scale. Make copy. It's most likely our speed scale. Okay, then let's make copy on 40. My bad, I forgot one. 30. 30 is speed scale HD. Also double. Here we go. Speed scale HD. Voila. So speed scale HD. The next one is move speed on offset 40 integer. Voila. Go. Healed points. 48. Remember, here's our value 47,000. So the value we were modifying at the beginning was our healed points. It's really called like that in the game. A very obvious name. Healed points. And yes. Okay. So now we already know like the meaning of every value here. We don't need to guess, we know already kind of what it means. Only guess would be the axis, what it actually does in the game, because the developers could actually have called it anything. 15. And as a double, damage resist, it's called. Damage resist. So I think you get the process. You can just do this with any class. You just have to find the class. But yeah, this approach you can just apply to anything in Unity games. So yeah, the last one, which is called ability on offset 60. Copy. Toward ability. Okay, so we have everything from this class now. String ID, level, rank, speed scale HD, move speed, heal points. Now what we can do is like start with modifying like let's take speed scale as example. We modify it, and we're gonna go in a match. I need to be careful that I don't just randomly leave, because those guys, they can just ban you so easily. They like to ban people. Well, not really, but if you leave a match, while you can basically still play, you get some kind of ban. So you can see that my robot walks faster. So because we modified speed scale, so I guess that kind of already give you an idea of what we are doing. If I change this back after leaving this match, I will just go back to normal speed. Makes sense. Okay, I just need to what we're gonna do now is we're gonna apply this to every robot. So we know that the offset of speed scale is 38. Which you can see here. Oh, speed scale is 30. Sorry. So yeah, what we do, we go to the pointer of the class. Go to pointer. Here we go. Let me just try to spawn so that I die in the meantime. And here we do pointer search. We have over 2,550 results. We can remove everything here because we kind of already know how it works. So remove. This can be removed as well. So yeah, save all those values. So basically what you just did is you just search this address. Every value that is the same as this address, this screen address, will be found here. So you can see it's all pointing to 7800D96580, which is the same as the screen address. So now we do the offset and we do 30. It was for speed scale and double change. Now we have the speed scale of every robot. All we have to do is, I'm gonna leave this battle because it's gonna take some long. I hope I don't get a ban for this though. So we just change everything to 50, and now I will be able to like run with every robot. That's the moment we get in the match. So now every robot will have the speed value, like will have their speed changed. Just go. So here we go. The others are real players, so they won't go faster. For them it's all the same. Oh yeah, I cannot walk here. I'm gonna die. But it's alright then. So you can see this is the first robot. I'm just gonna kill here. You die if you fall in the water, so that's like kind of easy. So now I choose another robot and I go fast as well. See, it's not that hard the way to do this stuff. So yeah, just do the killing. Yeah. Well, remember that our type defined index was 7719, which we can found here. It happens twice, which is normal. So what we do is we copy, just really quick, and you can see that the distance is like 17 for the group search. So you copy, and let's say we want to find another class. Let's say, for example, equip battle balance message space, which has a type defined index of 7715. It kind of looks interesting, but maybe most likely most of it server-sided, I guess. But just for the sake of the example, we can now change, and remember in region CA, we can now change 719 to 715, like the time defined index here. So, and do the group search. We get two results. You go to the address of the first one, and here you see we have a new class structure. Go to the pointer, and here you see equip battle balance message base TF8. Here you can see it, which is equal to the class. So we go one back. This is our pointer. Save it just for this one moment, and we change the region to A, and now we do pointer search. So we're searching its address. We have 308 results. Must be very different then, and sake of what points to it. We can remove this. Save. Now we can do the same thing again, offset calculation. So string ID was 10, tier 18, name 20, description 28, IOA, I don't know what that is. It's 30 and double, but let's look for something like kind of obvious, I guess. Fire rate 80, reload aim 78, acceleration, it's really quick. Burst count kind of seems interesting. Consumption shot. We can take particle per shot, also seems interesting. So it's probably the amount of bullets or particles you shoot per shot. So yeah, offset calculation. Offset is 40, and it's end. So we can just do dwart, and we don't really need to make a copy if it is just for this one. So here we go, particle per shots. So yeah, these are of all the machines, I assume. So okay, we can just change this like to maybe like, okay, it's a particle, so we don't want to put it too high because otherwise we're gonna have some really interesting crazy lag. Those things. So we add 17 to the current values. So yeah, now we added 17, and we go in and let's go in the battle. Man, let me put down that noise. So we're going in the battle, and we have to recall we changed the particle per shots. So let's just choose a robot. Okay, you can clearly see I shoot more bullets, more particles, but probably everyone does. Most likely this is something really client-sided, server-sided, you know. Yeah, you see like the particles increase for everybody. I like how it is pretty nice though. Kind of looks nice. If this would work, damn. But nah, I don't. If it would have worked, I would have killed the guy already. But I think you get the general idea of it. You can also modify pools and everything. Yeah, let's just put this back to normal. So we have to leave the match and re-enter before the new changes are applied. New modification. But it was quite a kind of interesting. We can leave the battle. So yeah, you can try any class. So really all you need to do is search the TypeDefIndex, like I just did. You will have 2 results most likely. Yeah, just do the pointer search and you're good to go. I hope this is kind of clear how it works. Let me know if you have any more questions. You can always ask in the chat. Yeah, there's a lot to find. You have this whole dump.cs to look through. There's a lot. So yeah, I would say have fun. I will make a new tutorial soon about how you can find the methods, which will be in XA, in region XA. I will make a tutorial about that. But now this tutorial is for people perhaps that aren't too familiar with modding or anything and just want to like find a value and modify it. Well, this is the way. For all guys, have a nice day and thanks for watching.